Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth, and this is gonna be part of the Ninja News. Takeoff from the Migos was gunned down early this morning. If those of you who watch me, you probably saw the short I did where I was out putting some money in the ATM to pay a bill that needed to be paid last night, and I showed you that if you're not armed, you shouldn't be out here at night. But not only do you have to be armed, you have to know how to defend yourself with your weapon if need be. Now, the ops of the United States want to take away the right to bear arms. Why would you take away the right to bear arms with all the people that are being gunned down? And apparently it was at a birthday party at a bowling alley, and Quavo, one of the other Migos that's a relative of Takeoff, apparently was getting broke down in the dice game. Listen, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Anybody from Milwaukee will tell you how those dice games be. Let me just enlighten you on some stuff. You never shoot dice with people that you're not tight with. In fact, if somebody joined a dice game that you don't know or that you don't like, you're supposed to get up and leave. That's common, that's street 101. See, when we used to shoot dice, we all grew up together. But even then, like, there was a couple guys, one passed away, a good friend of mine named Raphael, and another guy that was a friend too as well. I grew up with him. We got along pretty well. His name was Twan. We called him Spud. Those two, we can be shooting dice all day. I see them, I quit. Not because I didn't get along with them, because I can't beat them. And I know I would get mad. Like, I shot dice with them a couple times, and those were two of the guys that can get in my pocket. And I knew it, so I knew I was gonna get mad. So I never shot with them. They'd be like, what they hitting for? I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm straight. Come on, man. Man, you scared, man. I said, you're right. We both laughed. Because those two right there, just come on, man. I could break almost, it was plenty of us guys in my neighborhood. It was only like maybe 3 or 4 that can get me on the dice. And that's one of my good friends. I'm just gonna call him TS. My other guy, we'll call him M. I ain't gonna put their names out here. Those 4 are the only ones that can even get with me on the dice game. So what I used to do is, if somebody I don't like join the dice game, somebody I don't know join the dice game. I even had I got an uncle that he went to prison once in his life, and it was because he was mad over a dice game. The guy took his money, he came back, robbed the guy. The guy apparently comes back and pistol whips him, and he comes back and shot him through the lip. He did like maybe 5 or 6 years. But those dice games, man, go to the casino if you want to shoot dice, man. Go to the casino, man. Like, I don't get like why people even dare to even shoot dice with hood people. I'm not shooting dice with no hood people. I don't even like making money transactions around those type. Like, most of the time when I go to the store, even during the day, like, I go out in the suburbs. Because, see, I don't know about y'all, but if y'all haven't been paying attention, people been exalting evil people. Like even Michael Myers, like people was mad they got him, if they got him. Like people was stuck on that Dahmer stuff. Like people, they root for bad guys. So you got to be careful where you go and who you associate with and who you deal with, because you might just be defending yourself, but you don't even know how the judge is going to take it. And don't be so impulsive when you just get to shooting with your eyes closed and shooting your own boys. What some people think that's what happened. Like they think the first shot was friendly fire. I got to investigate it a little more. I got to see like what actually happened. But listen, man, when you start getting rich, me and we were watching the Deion Sanders addressing his team about what happened. And like he said, sometimes you just got to change your address, man. You can't, just because you from, that's the mistake people make. Remember the guy from Moesha, I forgot his name. He's from Milwaukee. The main black guy that was her friend. His name is Lamont something. He's from Milwaukee. I knew exactly where he lived at. I knew like people in that area. 27th Street, man. He was going back to 27th Street. Now, the first time, that should have been his warning, because him and his father were robbed at gunpoint. But I don't know what happened, but he got gunned down in his neighborhood. Like, he got gunned down. He was young. He got gunned down. I mean, it just happens, y'all. Listen. Like, and I could tell you firsthand, all the guys I grew up with, I could tell some of them didn't like. But when I ain't gonna put too much information out here, but sometimes people will ride your jock when they know they can't beat you. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Then when y'all get older, you start seeing like, man, this dude he a hater. He act like he got a problem with me or something. But some of them always had a problem with you. Like two guys in particular, they always had a problem with me in my neighborhood. I fought both of them. I beat both of them. And to this day, like, you know, you forgive and stuff. So I added these guys on Facebook. And I end up either getting blocked or unfriended or having to unfriend. I don't remember which one, but ain't neither one of them on my page no more. And I said, from now on, if I had issues with somebody, even if I think I had issues with somebody, I'm not dealing with them. I'm not putting them on my Facebook or any social media. Simple as that. The guys be thinking they owe the hood something. You owe yourself. You owe your kids. Stop being around them people. You see, NBA Youngboy, like, he got to be careful too, because he be going back to the hood and stuff, but he got a house in Salt Lake City. I'm telling you, the dude is a Libra, so I know he ain't no dummy. I know he got some sense about it. But he got to be careful, because I'm telling you, they be hating on these rappers. Them rappers be getting girls they can't get sometimes. And let's be honest, it is some truth to it. Sometimes richer dudes gonna get women that you can't get. Just live with it. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. It ain't nothing. But guys be wanting to get these dudes anyways, man. So you gotta be careful. Like even Tupac. Like Tupac, apparently that whole thing started with Tupac. They jumped a dude in some type of hotel or something. He came back. He was a known shooter. He came back and gunned him down. So, you know, you gotta be careful. Like even Biggie Smalls. I'm from Brooklyn, son. You gotta be smart with your moves, man. He knew they didn't like him on the West Coast. He shouldn't have even been out there. Like, that's like, well, I ain't gonna say which side, but let's just say back in the 90s, it was a particular side of town They didn't like me like that. They ain't like me like that. And I never went over there. Like, I stayed from over there, you know, because I already knew they stayed. You barely saw them in my side, and I stayed from their side. Because what could happen? They'll be like, hey, man, that's such and such, man. And it could be one of their boys that'll get you. Or it could have been one of mine that would have got them. So, you know, people were smarter with this kind of stuff sometimes in the 90s. We wasn't flawlessly smart, but we smarter. And y'all got to understand that, man. You should be wanting to be rich and wealthy. But you got to understand that once you do, you can't go to your old hood. Like me, I'm not like rich yet, but I don't go to my old neighborhood like that. And then you got to realize when you go to your old neighborhood, it's going to be new people over there trying to rep the hood that's not from over there. So it ain't going to be the same. But that's all I had on this one. Unfortunately, he got gunned down. And the Ninja News is not Ninja News because of him. I'm calling it Ninja News because of whoever did it. I don't even like being around a lot of black people like that. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.